What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma if you're new here, and I love to talk about all things Peloton cycling and fitness, but today is not for any of those things because I am starting a travel vlog, and the next couple of videos will be travel vlogs. But if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. I post every single Sunday and you don't want to miss any future videos. So currently I am in Bologna, Italy. I'm with my boyfriend, Chris, and we're going to be traveling around Europe, focusing on Italy and France for about 3.5 weeks. We left LA Sunday night, got into Turkey Monday night because it was a 13-hour flight and there was time difference. So we spent a day in Turkey. We left the airport. We wanted to explore around a little bit, like see some mosques, see some sights. It was in Istanbul, so there was definitely a lot to do, and then also eat kebabs because we really like kebabs, and Turkey did not disappoint in that department. And then on Tuesday night, we flew to Bologna, which is about a 2.5-hour flight from Turkey. And yesterday we kind of adjusted to time zones, explored the city, ate some food, and then I started my vlog today. Nice and early. We had to wake up at 6 a.m. because we were going on a food and factory tour. We went to a Parmesan factory, a balsamic vinegar like factory slash farm. I wouldn't really call it a factory. And then a prosciutto factory. So let's rewind till this morning when we went on this food tour. We have made it to the Parmigiano Reggiano factory. Many cheeses.
Very cool and informative tour.
What are your thoughts on the Parmigiano Reggiano tour?
Pretty good so far. Very interesting, like how simple it is to make Parmesan, but also how like strict the procedure is for each wheel.
I have a line from my hairnet, but yeah, I was also kind of surprised about like the lack of gloves when they were making things, but I don't know, it was interesting. Also, there was a lot of like spillage, like they would stir and it would just like fly out and they're just like whatever, and even when she was pouring the ricotta cheese it would just like spill out, but definitely interesting.
And I didn't know that ricotta was just leftover way from making cheese and adding salt and cream and water.
A nice wine at 9:15 a.m. It's breakfast wine. Truffle balsamic vinegar. They say to put it on the Parmesan. It is really good with the truffle balsamic vinegar.
Truffle balsamic vinegar tastes very good.
Yeah, it's really good with the cheese. I've never had it before. It's like handmade salami or like local salami. The breakfast wine is also good.
Tastes better than the Trader Joe's salami.
Ricotta with Saba, which is grape reduction. And this is like fresh ricotta from the place we just visited. I feel like I mostly taste the ricotta, but the ricotta is so good.
Yeah, the ricotta is really fresh.
Yeah, because it's just so
still
fresh.
Warm.
They topped off my wine. I didn't need more wine.
So this is an acetaia. An acetaia is always located.
IGP
Time
5
for
years
taste
old,
testing.
5 or 7 years
This
for
is 5 years.
daily use for IGP. 5 years. 5 years old, acceptable sample.
Ooh. It is acidic. They said this would be the most acidic.
Salad, vegetables, tomatoes,
It's good though.
potatoes,
Yeah.
for a daily
7 years.
7 years. 7 years for a daily use too. We use the 7 years also on top of cheeses.
Yeah, definitely sweeter.
The
16
oak, the
years.
chestnut, the different. DOP traditional balsamic vinegar for finishing food. Few drops.
Yeah, it
you
is
ruin
really
the
good.
flavor, the taste.
This
So
is like the
always at
expensive
end,
stuff has started.
also-
32 years.
You have to wait 25 minutes. You see the thickness, it's
So
2 years
woody.
in contact
I think
with
it's still
wood.
pretty acidic, but
So
yeah.
the wood
It's
absorbs
also
the
so
product.
thick. Saba, which is what was on top of our ricotta before. They say it's like maple syrup, which I kind of doubt. We'll see.
Without sugar added. So the
Yeah, it's sweeter than I expected.
Yeah, it is pretty sweet.
Saba is
I like the balsamic vinegar more though. We've made it to the balsamic vinegar. It's not a farm, yeah, vineyard, I guess.
Factory.
Very tiny grapes. They're not harvested until mid-September, so we have quite some time because it's only mid-April. We just finished our tour of the balsamic vinegar place, and I would say, first off, we tried 36-month aged Parmesan and 12-month aged Parmesan, and the 36-month is way better, in my opinion. They also talked about balsamic vinegar a lot because there's not a ton to see. Basically, it just sits in barrels, and then every year they need to like move it into a smaller barrel because it evaporates a little bit. So I feel like this will be a good business. But the thing is you basically need to be born into it. It's like very expensive to join, but it doesn't seem like it involves that much work.
Yeah.
I guess you have to grow the grapes, but then it just sits in the barrel, and then you just move it. And then just sits in that barrel. And our tour guide was funny because he's like, if you look at like the list of ingredients on balsamic vinegar, if wine vinegar is the first like ingredient listed, then it would be a good cleaning product. Like, he's just like, yeah, you like throw it away or like use it to clean toilets. And I'm like, oh my gosh, because I'm pretty sure in America it's like all the balsamic vinegar is like wine vinegar. But I like the tasting. We bought 2 things of truffle balsamic vinegar because we tried that with the cheeses for us and Chris's dad, and then I bought just like a 7-year balsamic vinegar because I thought that was like the best tasting one for like a semi-reasonable price, because essentially once you got to like over 15 years, over 12 years,
12 years,
it was just really expensive, like $200 for a bottle, which we don't have money for that kind of balsamic vinegar. Yeah, I think next we're going to a prosciutto factory, so we'll see. But definitely a lot of wine at that place. They really wanted to keep topping you off. I was like, I'm okay.
Good business strategy.
Yeah. We made it to the prosciutto factory. All geared up again. Time for more eating, and of course more wine. I like it.
So I'm not a big sparkling person.
Yeah.
Prosciutto di Modena.
And that's where we are.
Yep. Yummy.
Time for lunch.
Bologna Ride.
We are in big food comas.
Yeah. Feels like we've been straight eating for the last like 7
I know.
hours.
Like at first we didn't start for a while because we like went on the whole Parmesan tour first. And I was like, I'm like a little hungry because I didn't eat breakfast, which was definitely the right move. Like, don't eat breakfast if you do this tour. But I was like, yeah, I'm ready. And then we started eating breakfast, and then like an hour later we had like
prosciutto tasting.
Yeah.
And then we ate lunch.
Yeah, then we just immediately had lunch afterwards. I was like, we could have just had the prosciutto tasting. It would have been okay. But the prosciutto tour was interesting. It was basically just looking at like a bunch of like pig leg stuff.
Yeah.
One thing that I thought was interesting though was that he said the pigs had to be happy when he killed them, because if they were sad or like scared, they would release adrenaline and it would make the meat taste different.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, how did they trick the pigs into that? I don't know. Interesting. But we looked at a lot of pig legs, and then we had a prosciutto tasting. I didn't think the prosciutto like tasted that differently besides just having spices on it. Like, it wasn't like, oh, this one's like 12-month age, this one's 36-month age. It's just like, oh, this like has spices on it and this one doesn't.
Yeah.
And then we had 3 different pastas, which I like the lasagna the best. 3 different wines. I like the rosé the best. How about you?
I probably like the red.
What was your favorite pasta?
Probably the lasagna.
Yeah, lasagna was good. And then we had tiramisu as a dessert. The tiramisu was very good. So much food though. But now the tour is over. I'm glad we're not getting any more food. It's like 2 p.m. Very full.
Yeah.
But we have to drive back to Bologna. All right, we finished up the tour and then we took a pit stop at our apartment to drop off our stuff. And now we are going to
Giardini Margherita, Bologna.
which is basically a park,
Yep.
right? And we're just gonna walk around it. It's already around 4 p.m., a little after, and we don't have much else today, just kind of relax. You know, intense food tour day.
Yep.
We made it to the park. Very pretty, very green. What are your thoughts?
About what I expected.
Yeah, it's nice, considering a lot of Bologna is like very red because all the houses are red. Some sun-bathing turtles.
There's a big one now.
Wait, where is it? Oh.
No, there's an even bigger one closer.
Oh. Oh. I am a fan of turtles. Not sure how warm it is that these turtles are sunbathing here, but I guess it's colder in the water. We left the park, it was very, very nice, and now we're going to
The Saint Stefano Basilica.
which is a church that's very, very close to our Airbnb, like a 1-minute walk. We've already been in quite a few churches yesterday, but down to see another one because we have some more time. I'm not hungry for dinner yet. We are back from the church and we're in our Airbnb. The church was really nice. It actually had a lot of artwork. A lot of them do, but this one especially had a lot. It's amazing how much they can preserve. It was like interesting to look at, and it was very close to our Airbnb, so that's always a plus. For dinner tonight, we're actually cooking in our Airbnb because yesterday we went to a pasta making class. And we made a lot of pasta and we slaved over making the pasta. We like mixed the flour and egg. We rolled out everything in a machine and then we shaped the pasta. And he gave us some to bring home that we didn't cook there, tagliatelle. And he's like, you can just freeze it and then make it yourself. And it's kind of sad because we're not in Bologna for that long. Like we're here for like 5 days. So we do have time to eat out. But I do want to eat my pasta because we did slave over it. And this pasta making class I thought was going to be like drink wine and kind of make like pasta, but I didn't think it would be the best. But this man was really watching over us and making sure that we were doing a good job. So we had some last night and we know it's good, but we're just going to eat our leftover pasta and we got some eggplant. And we're gonna drink some green juice. This company actually sent these to me like a while ago and they're really great for travel. I don't know how good they are for you, but essentially they're just like tablets and you can put them in water and they dissolve. And yeah, here are like the nutritional value. I figure it's better than nothing and I should definitely be eating more veggies here already, even though we've only been here for like 3 days. Chris is chefing it up. Chris made the pasta, pesto pasta, and eggplant, and I made the green juices, so you know, fair trade. Yummy breakfast. It is now the next morning. It's like 7 a.m. The pasta was very good last night, actually. I was surprised. Freezing pasta really preserves it. And then we were thinking about getting dessert afterwards, but after eating the pasta, I'm like, just way too much food today. So we just relaxed because today we're gonna have a busy day. We are walking to the train station right now and we're gonna do a day trip to Venice. Our goal was kind of to not move our suitcases as much as possible. So we're doing a lot of day trips from places, but I definitely think that's the move after moving our suitcases once. I'm glad that we are optimizing on that, but it's amazing. It's like not crowded at all at 7 a.m. We made it. The train was pretty nice. I don't know if we were just in a silent car or people were just really quiet or if everyone's quiet on trains. But yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna start vlogging. Everybody's so quiet, but it was nice and the Wi-Fi was good. So no complaints. And we got snacks.
Yeah.
Pretty good train ride. Our first tourist site is Rialto Bridge, which Chris says is like the most famous bridge in Venice. We made it to the top. It's so pretty. Now we're at St. Mark's Church and St. Mark's Square. It's starting to get very crowded. There's so many stores because I guess this is like a very big touristy spot. They have many things to sell us. Very grand, very pretty. We were gonna try to go into the church, but the line is crazy long. Like I think it would take an hour to get through, even though they're letting in people pretty quickly. And you could have reserved tickets ahead, but we did not. So we'll see later, maybe if we have time, but not right now. Where are we going next?
We're gonna go look at the Grand Canal.
What are your thoughts?
Very busy.
I can't even imagine like peak tourist season because this is not peak. Like in the summer, it must be just mobbed. Gondola traffic jam. How will they get past? Even bigger gondola pile up. Oh my gosh. Another popular bridge. Another very pretty view. After a lot of walking, time for lunch. I'm ready for the first pizza of the trip.
Io venivo sempre qua perché vivevo qua vicino all'università. Sì, quindi ho detto ma
Big water bottle. We got tomato, mozzarella, bacon, which I guess is this, and sausage. I'm so excited. This looks so good. Yum. Oh, it's hot. You can like see the smoke coming off of it. The bacon's really good. There's almost no like tomato sauce on it. It's some of the best pizza I've ever had. Beats Domino's. We got a pistachio cannoli to split to go. I'm not sure how authentic this is or not, but it does look quite good. And the pizza was delicious, so let's hope this continues our food success.
Yep. Very strong pistachio flavor. The crust is really crispy.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like it would be better if it was a little warmer, but I don't know if you like serve cannolis warm.
I don't know either.
It is good though. All right, we're gonna do it. We're gonna ride the gondolas. Chris has gone on one before with his family, but this is my first time. Very excited. It'll definitely be interesting. Ooh. It is very calm. It's nice. We're not in a traffic jam yet.
Yeah.
Now we're in a light traffic jam. It's not too bad. Still getting through. That was us earlier on the bridge. We finished our gondola ride and now we're back in line for the St. Mark's Church because we have some time.
Yep.
But I like the gondola ride. It was cool. Very romantic. Yeah. Our tour guide was very quiet, or like the guy was very quiet, not tour guide, but some other people were like definitely getting tours from their like rower.
Yeah.
But it's okay, I don't need information. We just enjoyed. It went by very quickly. We also were like tilted a lot of the time, I guess because he was rowing, but it wasn't something that I expected.
Yeah, me neither.
But yeah, overall nice, and like I feel like if you come to Venice, you have to do it. That's how they get you.
Lucrative business.
Yeah, definitely. We have some birds swarming. Please don't poop on me, birds. Bird fight. It's been a second. Chris surprised me, and I'll catch you guys up later. But for now, we are at dinner and we're doing a wine tasting, like with dinner, before dinner. We'll see. It's at the same place. So let's eat and enjoy some wine. Cheers. All right, we're doing this wine tasting. We have the wines. We also have some of our food: burrata, eggplant, salad, bread. It's going to be a lot of eating and drinking. The first wine is
A 2019 Domini Vineria. It was aged in an oak barrel. Very smooth. And it has a nice aftertaste.
I think it's sweet at the beginning. It's sweet at the end too, but it's like more dry at the end as well.
Yeah.
But it is, I like it. It's good. And you seem to imply this one would be like the worst because it's the newest.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But this one's good. Pietro Jr. from, what, 2018 he said? I do. The smell, I'm not a fan of, but the wine tastes good. But the smell is like very strong.
Yeah.
But I think this one's like a little more sour.
This one's supposed to have Indian spices and peppers.
Yeah, I can definitely taste that.
Yeah, the spices definitely hit you on this. It's like a spicy marg, but in wine form. This is the Campo Leon.
Wine number 3.
2017. So this one's definitely sweeter than the last. It says it has hints of nutmeg. I don't really know if I taste that, but...
Alright, sign me up. I like sweet wine. Oh yeah, this is good. It also smells really good. I like the smell of this one.
The smell is the best in this one so far.
This is wine number 4. Rialto del Stefano. And it was from 2016, I believe.
Yeah.
And it says there's going to be a sour cherry taste, so we'll see. I think this one still smells pretty good.
Yeah, that one's supposed
you can
to also...
definitely taste the sour cherry.
Yeah,
it's
and
really strong.
It's supposed to have chocolate too. That's probably why you think it smells good.
I don't taste the chocolate, but I can really... It literally is like eating like a sour cherry, like gummy. I've never tasted like such a strong flavor in a wine, I think. Yeah. It's not bad. It's just really interesting.
Well, this is a 2011 Classico Reserve Amarone wine. It's supposed to have some prune, black cherry, ripe berries, tobacco, and chocolate. There's definitely a lot more woody.
It's not good news for me. It's not bad. You can definitely taste the wood.
Yeah.
It's really smooth though.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, this tastes way less dry to me than the first glass. But yeah, this is good. I think for me, I would say 3, 4, 5, 1, 2.
3, 2, 4, 5, 1.
Interesting. We both did not like one that much. Time to eat. Burrata, eggplant, and bread. Looks very good. Gotta eat a little salad to be healthy. Get some vegetables in today because we've had none so far.
Spaghetti alla bolognese. It's a spaghetti clams.
And braised beef with mashed potatoes. Yummy,
It's
yummy.
braised in Amarone wine, which is the wine of the region. Should be pretty interesting.
And finally, tiramisu. We couldn't resist day 3 of tiramisu. They gave us these shots. That is lemon, ice cream, vodka, and prosecco. Cheers.
I don't taste alcohol, basically.
Yeah, basically just kind of tastes like lemonade.
Yeah, it tastes like a
creamy lemonade.
Creamy lemonade.
Yeah. It is now the next day, and many things have happened. So essentially yesterday after we went to the church, Chris was like, oh, we have a walking tour, which I was like, great, because we've literally been walking around all day. But then we essentially went to like some square and Chris proposed and I said yes.
Yeah.
So then we were engaged and he hired a photographer to like take pictures. So then we took pictures for an hour. So we don't get those back for 3 weeks, but I think they'll be cool. And yeah, thanks Chris for setting that up.
You're welcome.
But I didn't get any film because we were like on the grind for that. And obviously I wasn't going to whip out my phone when Chris was proposing. So that was yesterday. We got back last night at like 9 p.m. And then we like just went to bed immediately. I mean, we had to shower and stuff, but we were so tired, and we slept until 9 a.m. this morning. So definitely a later start to the day than the last 2 days, but I think we just had like major sleep debt, and we're feeling a lot better now. So today is our last day in Bologna. Tomorrow morning we go to Sorrento, so we're going to see the rest of the sites. And we already got coffee, as you saw, and I don't know, I'm trying to find my drink here. I think cappuccinos are okay. I think a macchiato is what I want. Like, I want less milk than a cappuccino, but I need to like look up what exactly a macchiato is, because I'm slightly confused since it's more expensive than a cappuccino. So yeah, I need to do some research, but I got a double espresso today, which was like effective and it was okay. I don't know, Chris liked his cappuccino more.
Cappuccino, yeah.
And what, we went to Terzi.
La Cafe Terzi.
Yeah, they were nice. I left my phone and had to go back and they had it, so that was good. But their pastries didn't look that good. It could also be because it's already like 10:15 a.m. so, you know, probably pretty picked over. But we did eat the rest of our strawberries this morning. Gotta kickstart the day with some more fruit. And now we're just gonna like wait till lunch because it's already, you know, 10:15 a.m. So where are we going now, Chris?
We're going to the Archiginnasio, which is like a museum that is made like in the University of Bologna, which was one of the first universities in the world, and they also have the first anatomy table in the world. So
and Chris is a medical student, so he's very excited to see the operation table. Is your med school this fancy?
Definitely not.
What? You don't have arches?
No. We just have old, dusty buildings that are square. The harvest of bodies.
Chris is using his Google Images app to like translate this Latin into English. This is what you would do if you were alive in what, the 1500s and lived here. It is very grand. Is this what your lecture halls look like? You don't have grand paintings on the walls. I like it lined with books though, good aesthetic. We're now at lunch, it's 12:15. Apparently this is very popular. We didn't have a reservation. So we just showed up here, it opens at 12. We came here at like 12:15 and they're like, this is like the last non-reserved table. So it was good that we came early. We were thinking about trying to eat here for dinner, but I really don't think that would have been possible. Maybe if you came like right when it opened, but I'm excited. It's gonna be a big lunch though, I think. We got some fresh bread for free, always nice. It's very hot in the sun.
Yeah, at least it's nice out.
Yeah, I'd rather be a little too hot than a little too cold. It's good, but it's not warm. It would definitely be better warm. I got a glass of Cabernet Sauvignon, and what'd you get?
Sangiovese.
Cheers.
Really good.
Yeah, mine is good too. Cabernet Sauvignon is definitely my favorite though. Let me try yours. Yours is sweet. It's good though. We got a caprese salad to start, you know, get it in the veggies. To be fair, there were actual veggies on the menu here, but I was like, this looks so good. The marrata is incredible, but the tomatoes are also good. Yeah, I guess the pesto oil is what makes it so flavorful.
Yeah.
It's really good. And for our mains, I got lasagna, and Chris got what, bolognese.
Alla bolognese.
But we're gonna share. But it looks very good. Chris says these are like the two most popular things. They closed down like the street today. Well, I guess there's a car behind us, but they closed down a lot of the streets, and I don't know if it's like every Saturday thing or this is a special day, but it's so nice. And that restaurant, easily the best place we've eaten so far. I mean, we've only been here for I guess 4 days now, but like no competition, easily the best. Definitely one of the best Italian restaurants, if not the best Italian restaurant I've ever eaten at, just in my life.
I agree.
And we've eaten like a decent amount of Michelin star restaurants. Like we've eaten Carbone, Don Angie, Osteria Mazza, And like, yeah, it doesn't compare. And then also, it was only 50 euros, which like is expensive for lunch, but that's our big meal of the day. And like at an American Michelin star restaurant, that is not as good as this. Like 2 wine, 2 meals, and an appetizer would easily be at least 150 after tax and tip. So it's crazy how much cheaper it is, and it's so much better. Time to move to Italy.
Yeah.
You just eat that every single day. The lasagna I thought was the best, and then the caprese salad, and then the tagliatelle. But the tagliatelle was still delicious. And now where are we going? We're going on a walk.
Yeah. The sanctuary of the Madonna di San Luca. I don't know exactly what it is. It's just a church on top of a hill overlooking the city of Bologna. But on what it's known for is the walk up to the church. It has like the longest streak of like arches to the church. So it should be pretty cool to walk through it.
It's such a beautiful day out as well. Also, I didn't really talk about this when we were at the university this morning, but it was interesting because part of the university was like bombed in World War II by the United States. They essentially were like aiming for something else and they couldn't make it, so then they just like bombed this, which was interesting and kind of sad. But it seemed like they had recovered most of it, and like the bombing mostly impacted the architecture versus like the books, which is good. We are now passing through the arches, all 660 of them. What are your thoughts?
It's gonna be a long walk.
Yeah. It's pretty though, it's nice. The incline has picked up. We're on arch 340. We're just about halfway there.
I like the arch counter.
Yeah, it's nice. We are really going at it. We're on 516. We brought no water, which I definitely would have brought water, but I didn't realize it was steep. But like 2/3 of the way there. More than 2/3. I'm not sure exactly where the arch is, but we made it to the top. And here's the church. A nice view of Bologna too. And now we start the descent. Why was this church built so far away from Bologna?
I mean, it's a beautiful hilltop location.
It seems like it'd be hard to get like supplies up here though.
Yeah, I bet.
It's interesting. Right. But yeah, you can tell it wasn't as grand as like some of the other churches here.
Yeah.
It's probably hard to just get stuff up here. I recommend you wear layers if you do this, or just take the trolley up, because you can take a car up instead of walking like 3 miles uphill. But I'm definitely very sweaty. We just got back to our Airbnb. These are our stats. Ready to relax a bit before dinner. We're also doing a lot of laundry since we're leaving tomorrow, and this place has a washing machine. We rally for dinner at this place, and they bring you the board and you write down what you want, so you have some decisions to make. It's only like 5:20, but it's actually really crowded here, which is like not normal. Like when we eat at 5 yesterday, there was no one. So there must be a lot of tourists here, basically. This place has very, very interesting meals. Like I've never heard of any of these combos before. I got squid ink risotto with burrata, which this looks good, very interesting. And Chris got tortellini with broth, which is like a popular Bolognese meal. And basically the reason we're eating pasta 2 meals in a row is we wanted to eat this before we left. But it still looks good, no complaints. I like pasta and I love risotto, so I'm excited to try. All gone. It was good. It wasn't as good as the place we ate for lunch. What do you think, Chris?
I agree. But I think lunch was just so good, it was hard to compare.
Mine was good. It just was very al dente, which isn't a bad thing, it was just interesting. Like, I wonder if that's a Bologna thing or just like a this restaurant thing. We got a tomato though, and the tomato was like amazing. They must douse it in oil.
I don't know, I think America just has bad tomatoes.
Look at this gelato line that we're gonna wait in. It's 6:10 now. How long do you think? I think 30 minutes till we get our ice cream.
Yeah,
You have no counter bet?
maybe.
Don't think it could be faster?
I think it might be maybe 5 minutes faster.
Alright, so you're at 25 minutes? We'll
Yeah.
see. It could be, but there's quite a bit of a line in the store as well.
Yeah, but they have a lot of scoopers.
Yeah, we'll see. I got cremino, pistachio, and chocolate. It looks so good.
Coffee and hazelnut.
Good combo for you. This is so good. We had gelato our first day and I wasn't a huge fan of it, but this is way better in my opinion. But Chris says that it's just as good as the first day and this one might be too creamy for him, which is impossible for me. It is very creamy, but keep the cream coming. I think that was the best dessert we've had on this trip so far, but Chris disagrees. Chris is a creamy ice cream hater.
That was pretty good. Like,
But it did take us 30 minutes to get through the line and order and like walk out. From when we got in line to when we walked out, 30 minutes. So quite the time commitment. And now tomorrow we have a train to Naples and then to Sorrento. So we're gonna go to a grocery store and buy some like fruit to eat on the train. We got some strawberries and blueberries. They were both on sale, so only $2. Yeah, good price. We are now back from dinner and gelato. The gelato still so good. It's pretty early still. It's like 7 p.m. But we have to wake up early tomorrow to take a train to Sorrento. And then we're also tired from Venice yesterday still, so we're gonna call it a day. And with that, I'm also gonna wrap up this vlog since we're going to a new location tomorrow. And I'm going to take at least one day off of vlogging because tomorrow is mostly a travel day, but I will be back at it soon. So next video will be another fun location. I can't believe the first leg is already over. It's a little sad that it's going by so quickly. If you've ever been to Bologna, let us know how we did. I feel like you kind of missed out on the first day what we went to, but I feel like we hit all of the main touristy things and did a couple things that, you know, not everybody does. I hope you guys are staying safe, having an awesome week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!